I feel so fortunate to have found an opportunity to sit on my couch to make videos. Thank you for your support. What's up, socials? I am so excited to introduce to you the newly named segment. If you watched last week, I took a viewer question and we had a conversation in the comments about if Amy's gonna answer questions, what would it be called? And I was so overwhelmed by how amazing that comment section was. First of all, the voting on the name thing was amazing. People came up with awesome names and a ton of great questions came in to make this even more of a thing. And there were so many comments helping the person whose question I answered. I loved that it was like this little mastermind thing going on in the comments. Thank you for that. I'm so inspired by all of you. So this is officially a thing and we're calling it I've Tried Everything. I'm sorry, I think that's the best name ever. And yes, it's still coffee, questions, and a couch, but that's like, we can just make that the subtitle or something. Carpe caffeine.
I love this series and I think it would help many people. I have been a YouTuber for almost 5 years and I have a lot of content. Do you think I should purge some of my older videos? Many are useful, but the visual quality is not as good. I've since upgraded a lot about my channel and my brand.
Hello, Locked Looney Tune. Thank you for your question, and I like your hairpiece and your avatar. Super cute. I really wanted to answer this question today because first of all, it's a good one. I think a lot of you guys are probably thinking about this if you are YouTube creators, but also because the day this video goes out is also the 5-year anniversary of SavvySexySocial.com. It was March 1 of 2011 that this whole thing was launched. So the fact that she's been vlogging for 5 years and so have I is super cool. So this is a great question because a lot of us kind of get started on a YouTube channel and after a lot of years of execution, and God love you for being that high level of an executor that you've been around for that long, so many channels give up after such a short period of time. We do tend to see that there's a transition that happens and maybe things are completely different than they once were. But I still really hesitate to tell you to delete content from your channel, and there's a couple of reasons why. I'm sure there are some fine gems back there that you're like, Amy, please tell me I can delete these and it's okay because I wish they never existed. I get that. But here's the thing. If your channel has made a transition into maybe a little bit different content, but truly your purpose has remained the same throughout, your audience may have grown up with you as well. New people are gonna find you for your new content. Maybe they're gonna like some of the old stuff, maybe not. But the reality is, unless the audience was completely different at that time than it is now, you should probably just keep it. Maybe one of those pieces of content is performing in search. It would really kind of suck to delete something that might be sending you traffic when you could potentially reroute it to some newer stuff. But even if that's not the case, one of the reasons that people like my channel so much is that they can go back and look at the old stuff and they start to feel very good about themselves in their beginner stages. It's great to see where you've come and that you've grown and that you have transitioned and that content is a little bit different now because of the wisdom and experience that you have gained over that time. So I really don't want you to delete the old stuff. It's not like you have to showcase it. Hopefully you've got enough content over 5 years that the old stuff isn't still overtaking the front page of your channel. That's why I like to use playlists, is try to position all the stuff I'm super proud of up front and also the different ways that people can interact with my content. But the old stuff is there and it really does shine a light on your journey, and that's actually really cool to see. So unless that stuff is totally and completely irrelevant to who your audience is today, I would challenge you to keep it and be proud of it. But if you're looking at it and it's like, okay, this one time I had the video camera on when like a cow was in the sky, like sucked up in a tornado, and I talk about lifestyle design, maybe that video is not relevant. Go ahead and delete it. But don't think that cleaning up your channel means you have to delete old stuff. A lot of times it just has to do with making sure that channel page, that front page, is the best representation of who your brand is today. I hope that helps. I really don't want you guys to delete old content because we all came from somewhere, we had to start somewhere, and all of those archives are a testament to the fact that you're executing. So rock on. This has been your segment of I've tried everything. I really hope that if you have a question for me, whether you've tried everything or not, you'll leave it in the comments below because I am trying to collect a bunch of these questions for future episodes. I really enjoy sitting here on the couch and drinking coffee and giving you advice. Make sure you share not only your questions, but your feedback with Locked Looney Tune in the comments below as well. I'm sure she'd love to hear your advice if you have experience deleting content or not deleting content, and maybe what the consequences, positive or negative, were. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always, and I'll see you tomorrow.